Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm not going to bother doing a showcase. I already have a showcase already recorded for a different weapon. But no, what my goal today is I'm going to do a couple of invasions on the Iron Keep Bridge, and I'll be questioning a few of the ways that people. No, I'll be questioning a few different things. So, like. Well, for instance, why do people, even though the Chaos Blade is, yes, powerful and multitude of other things, aka being a cheap weapon, noob friendly, things like that there, right? But other than that there, things like this guy here, he has a dark buff on a hide spear, so he does, and he's wearing Havel's legs and Havel's gauntlets. Okay, I don't have exactly bad thing to say about the armor set, but doesn't that come across as a bit, well, odd? The fact that he picks of all the things he picks Havel's. Like, you've got Moonlight Greatsword and a multitude, or not Moonlight Greatsword, you've got like, there's other armors that you could pick in place of Havel's. Is it purely because it has the most defense? Like, there are other armors out there. It's just on the target shield. Like, I'm confused. People have this habit of using target shields and bucklers. Does it make them a good player? No, because all they do is spam the parry button, and well, per se, they win. And I'm using a twin blade. So like, I don't see any diversity in the weapons that are used. Hence the reason I talk about the showcases. But people still use ice rapier and things like that there. Yes, I lost that match fair and square. But I'll continue the. It looks like I invaded this time. Right, let's see what we've got. What we've got against us. We've got a dragon bro with a spear and a shield. Right, let's see what we've got. Oh, he's doing a welcome. Okay. In fairness, I don't see massive diversity in the spears, oddly enough. Yes, I see the welcome, right? But a lot of the main spear that I see at the minute is Pike Spear, which I don't have a massive understanding to why. So I don't. Why are you running away? You're not just going to fight me? Really? You're going to use lightning spears now? Alright, you've got the first hit. Are you happy? I find it. What exactly is he doing? Right, this is another thing. He switched to the broadsword now, so he has. And this is another thing that I want to take out, is a lot of people have been flocking to the straight swords and the broadswords due to their easy spammability. So they have, and I would like to know, like, I don't see the point in spamming. Like, it takes no skill to R1 spam. So it doesn't, like, does anybody ever think about trying to actually better themselves in the game, or do they just play for cheapsies? Like, that is what my question is. Like, I'm using a twin blade, and like, he knows that he can parry it. It's the ability to play it unpredictably. So it is that makes it better, and like, he's running away now. Like, I'm confused. I never see anybody use weapons, like different varieties of weapons anymore. I'll continue the talk in the next fight here, guys. Oh yeah, just to say, all these fights are straight after each other as well. I'm not going to be cutting out anything. This is as pure as it's going to get, for a small bit of editing here and there, just to sort of blend them in together into one video. But like, the mentalities that start in this game is a bit stupid, because if you're beat by somebody wearing full Havels with a Chaos Blade, and like, that exactly is what I mean. Like, if somebody uses full Havels, a Chaos Blade, or Ice Rapier, or Red Iron Twin Blade, does that make them, do they think to themselves that they're a good player? I want to see if I can wake this guy up. Wakey wakey. Dude. Wiggy wiggy. No, I was just curious about like what's people's opinions on the Chaos Blade, the Ice Rapier, and the Red Iron Twin Blade. It's called the Red Iron Wind Blade because of its massive amount of damage. The Chaos Blade got buffed to 160 counter damage, which means it can more or less two-shot you and 2 single heavies. And the Ice Rapier, which I think everybody just knows it's OP. But like, I'm curious, will the game ever leave that sort of mentality of OP's better? I normally prefer to see it as, if you want to get better at the game, I don't want to start crucifying him if he doesn't wake up. This is okay, yeah. Just burn. Guys, I'll continue this in the next fight, because that really I've been invaded, right? And let's see what he's using, right? And then we'll try and determine. So, well, like, I'm just somewhat going over, like, everybody seems to, like, there's the engraved gauntlets, right? This is what I mean, like, people have this habit. Now, he has beaten me once before, so he has, but he did, all he literally done was R1 spam with the Black Steel. But, like, the Black Steel's moveset, those R2s are ridiculously damaging, so they are, he just doesn't know it. Like, look, he's just, it's the same tactic with him. So it is. That's all it is, it's the same tactic day in, day out. There, R1 spam, he knew he was going to catch me with it. It's the same stuff day in, day out. Everybody's using katanas because they're overpowered. Everybody's using shit tons of poise, aka Havels, and other things. Like, do they not learn from their mistakes? And that was actually very high damage from a twin blade. It's supposed to be New Game Plus. This is what I mean. It's the mentality of the game. Like, sorry. Like, this is why I started doing the showcases. It was so that people would start learning to use different weapons. Like, here's a very, very uncommon weapon, the Black Crypt Greatsword, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm so not dreading getting hit by that thing, but like, it's a, like, what? Like, look! Like, he's getting beat by a twin blade, so automatically I must chug. Like, people don't understand that there are more weapons out there that are capable of much more. Like, look, he's constantly chugging, but eventually he's got, like, I may lose this fight. Like, there now, I lost, but he chugged twice because he lost against the twin blade, and there's the decapitate. Like, what mentality is that? Just because you chugged, you're good? Like, I'm not claiming I'm a fantastic player or anything. I'm just looking. I'm not claiming I'm a good player. I play this game to better myself. Like, here's another Havel with the Onion Bro helmet, the engraved gauntlets, and Jesters. In my opinion, Jesters is the worst thing you can wear because it negates an entire, like, it negates everything. Havels and then the Onion helmet. It's just, I don't know, cheap play, and then he thinks he's good because he was able to 3-shot his opponent. What is the mentality of that? Oh, guys, no, it seems to be the more people have this fascination with winning, they must win every single fight or else they're not good. So they must. But, like, I can't understand why people. It's a game, you play it for fun, not to sort of obsess about it. But, like, people seem to have this weird obsession with winning. I don't care about winning. If I lose because of a reason. I lose because I didn't play well enough. I lose because I didn't know the mechanics. I could lose for 1,000,001 reasons. I'm level 150, so that could be another reason I lose. Like, I've beat 838s in the past, but, like, people just don't. I use a multitude of weapons. Like, look, another chugger. Like, this is meant to be called, like, I've heard this place being called the Honor Bridge, but I can't really see why. because you get all the cheap players of the day. Like, look at this here, Shadow Dagger, and he's winging parries. I know, I'm using a twinblade. I know they're going to try and parry, but they seem to think that I don't know the stats or the way the game works. I know the mentality that everybody has. So I do. I know exactly what they're going to do. As soon as they see a twinblade, they're automatically going to try and be parry god. But it's not the way it works. So it isn't. Like, I can't understand people like this. Like, they chug because they're losing against the twinblade. Like, it must be because they're losing against the twinblade, because they think they're parry god whenever somebody comes after them with a twinblade. I'm just demonstrating that certain weapons are not better than others, just they all have a place in the game. You just need to learn how to fight them. Like, he has no idea how to fight a twinblade. He thinks, oh, I can parry him. But truth be told, he has no idea what he's doing, because it's all about being unpredictable. It's all about playstyle. So it is. But like, he's chugged twice. I'm using a twinblade. I'm not exactly using the most powerful weapon in the game. I'm just playing well. I know if I lose this fight, it's because I made a mistake. But that's what it's about. If you make a mistake, make sure you don't make the same mistake twice. But I could probably bet that I'll get a rage mail from him because I'm able to match him. Like there, I caught him in his roll because he's getting really evasive. And another chug. I'm going to grind him down. Like, people need to get better. I'm an experienced player, yes, but I'm far from the best. Like, where are they? There I guess. Like, great sword, straight sword combo. Sorry about that, I've got a bit of a cold. But like, okay, fair enough. It's a sweet combo. It works. It's a combo that works. It's tested and proven it works. But that's all fair in game. But the problem is he's wearing a jester's top, which somewhat bugs me due to the point that I am unable to punish him for the mistakes that he makes. And now he's whipped out a rapier. Okay, fair enough. Like, it's all good, it's all fair in game, but I don't understand. Like, people use the ice rapier, which everybody knows. It's a bull weapon. It shouldn't be in the game. So it is. We all know that. Oh, we whipped out one fist. No. We all know that. We all know multiple things. Chaos Blade, Red Iron, Twin Blade, and Ice Rapier are all bull. Like, the reason I'm doing the showcases is because I want to see a more diverse set of weapons being used instead of the same stuff day in, day out. I'm using a Twin Blade. So I am. How often do you see a Twin Blade being used? That is my point. You never see Twin Blades being used. You rarely see anything different than the same stuff that he's using. But like, as I said before, every weapon has its place. And I was sitting looking, right, there's a person called Praise the Sun, you may know of him. I used his channel, right, he showed me things about the Twin Blade moveset that are better, and it made me a better player. I was able to pick up a Twin Blade and get to know the weapon. Like, they're 1105 damage. You don't exactly mess with it. So you don't. But this is what my mentality is. People don't want to get better. They want to stick to the same stuff that makes them feel good. This will be the last fight. And by the way, the guy in the last fight, just to point this out, rage quitted after I beat him. So he did. But yeah, this is the end of the video, and I'll see you guys next time.